Does your cat sleep with you every night? You probably love it. The warmth, the weight, that little purring engine pressed against your side at 2 a.m. But do you actually know why they do it? Most people think the answer is obvious. Comfort, warmth, habit. But here's what nobody tells you. Your cat didn't choose your bed because it's soft. They didn't choose it because it's warm. They chose it because of something they decided about you a long time ago. And that decision shapes every single night they spend beside you. By the time we get to number 7, you'll understand why the spot your cat picks on your bed is not random. It's a message. And once you learn to read it, you'll realize your cat has been telling you the same thing every night for years. You just didn't know how to listen. Let's start with the thing every owner believes. 1. It was never about the bed. Ask anyone why their cat sleeps with them, and they'll say something like, "My bed is the most comfortable spot in the house." That's true. Your bed probably is the most comfortable spot. Memory foam, thick blankets, soft pillows. Of course, a cat would want to sleep there. But here's the thing. Your cat doesn't care about thread count. They don't care about memory foam. A cat can fall asleep on a hardwood floor, the edge of a shelf, inside a cardboard box, or on top of the refrigerator. Comfort for a cat isn't about surfaces. It's about safety. In the wild, cats spend up to 16 hours a day sleeping, not because they're lazy, because sleep is when they're most vulnerable. Every muscle relaxes, every sense dulls, every defense drops. A sleeping cat is a defenseless cat. So where they choose to sleep is the most important decision they make every single day. Not the softest spot, the safest spot. Your cat walks past every quiet corner in your home. The closet, the chair no one uses, the sunny windowsill. They walk past all of it and climb into bed with a human 15 times their size who moves, snores, and rolls over unpredictably. That's not comfort seeking. That's a calculated trust decision. Your cat didn't choose your bed. They chose you, and everything else about the bed is irrelevant. 2. They're syncing their body to yours. Have you ever noticed that your cat seems to know exactly when you're about to go to bed? Maybe they show up on the pillow 5 minutes before you do. Maybe they walk toward the bedroom the moment you turn off the TV. It feels like coincidence. It's not. Cats are naturally crepuscular. Their biology tells them to be most active at dawn and dusk. Sleeping through the middle of the night isn't what their body wants to do. It's what they've learned to do. For you, researchers studying domestic cat sleep patterns found that cats who are closely bonded with their owners gradually shift their entire circadian rhythm to match the human schedule. They stay awake longer during the day. They sleep deeper at night. Their body literally rewrites millions of years of evolutionary programming to align with your routine. That means every night your cat curls up beside you and falls asleep when you do, they're overriding their own biology. Not because they're tired, because that's when you're available. Their internal clock, built for hunting at twilight, gets rewritten every single day just so they can spend the night existing in the same space as you. Think about that. Your cat's body says, "Be awake right now." And your cat says, "No, my human is sleeping. So I sleep too." That's not habit. That's sacrifice. And they make it every single night without you knowing. And hey, if this is changing how you see those quiet nights with your cat, hit that like button and subscribe. That's how we help more cat owners understand what's really happening while they sleep. 3. They fall asleep last and wake up first, on purpose. Watch your cat tonight. Really watch them. When you lie down and close your eyes, does your cat close theirs at the same time? Almost certainly not. They stay awake, sometimes for minutes, sometimes longer, eyes open, ears rotating, scanning. And in the morning, who wakes up first? You or your cat? Almost always the cat. They're already sitting up, already alert, already watching before your alarm goes off. This isn't a sleep schedule difference. This is a patrol rotation. In wild cat colonies, members take turns standing watch. One sleeps while the other monitors for threats. They rotate through the night, so no one is ever completely unguarded. Your cat has inherited this system, and in your home, the colony is too. You and them. They stay awake after you fall asleep because someone needs to watch the room while you're defenseless. They wake up before you because someone needs to make sure the morning is safe before you open your eyes. They've assigned themselves the first and last shift every single night, not because you asked, because in their mind, that's what you do for family. You've been sleeping soundly for years, and every one of those nights, a small animal with a 10-pound body and a heart full of ancient instinct sat in the dark and made sure nothing touched you while your guard was down. 4. They can hear your heartbeat, and they're listening. Here's something most people never consider. When your cat presses their body against your chest, your back, or your side, they're not just seeking warmth or contact. They're positioning themselves to access something specific, your heartbeat. Cats have extraordinarily sensitive hearing. They can detect frequencies up to 64,000 hertz, almost 2 octaves higher than human hearing and 1 octave higher than dogs. Their ears are built to catch the faintest sounds, and when they press against you at night, your heartbeat becomes the loudest thing in their world. A 2020 study from the University of Lincoln found that cats use auditory cues from their owners to regulate their own emotional state. Familiar, rhythmic sounds, including heartbeat and breathing patterns, were associated with measurable decreases in feline cortisol levels. In other words, the sound of your body at rest physically calms your cat's nervous system. That's why your cat doesn't just sleep near you. They press against you. They wedge themselves into your ribs. They curl up against your chest so tightly that you can feel their purr vibrate through your own body. They're not being clingy. They're tuning in. Your heartbeat is their lullaby. Your breathing is their white noise. Your body at rest is the signal that tells their entire system the world is safe. I can let go. And here's the part that gets you. It works both ways. Research shows that the frequency of a cat's purr between 25 and 150 hertz falls within the range that promotes tissue healing and reduces stress in humans. While your heartbeat calms them, their purr calms you. Every night, without either of you knowing, your bodies are running a two-way healing system. You regulate them. They regulate you. In the dark, in the quiet, without a single word. 5. They remember every night you weren't there. Have you ever come home from a trip and noticed your cat was different that first night? Maybe they slept even closer than usual. Maybe they followed you to bed immediately instead of taking their time. Maybe they pressed against you harder, stayed longer, purred louder. That's not excitement. That's repair. Cats have excellent long-term memory for routines and attachment figures. When you leave for a few days, your cat doesn't understand where you went. They don't know you're coming back. All they know is that the body they fall asleep next to disappeared. The heartbeat vanished. The warmth was gone. And every night you were away, they slept in a bed that smelled like you, but didn't have you in it. Some cats handle this by sleeping in your spot, on your pillow, on your side of the bed. They're surrounding themselves with residual scent because the real thing isn't available. Others stop sleeping in the bed entirely. They move to the couch, the floor, a closet. The bed without you feels wrong, so they abandon it until you come back. And when you do come back, that first night is a restoration. The extra closeness, the insistent pressing, the purr that won't stop. That's your cat rebuilding what was broken, reapplying scent, resyncing heartbeats, confirming that the routine is restored and the colony is whole again. My cat does this every time I come back from even a single night away. Plants himself on my chest like a paperweight, won't move for an hour. Not because he missed me in some abstract way, because his body spent the night without its anchor, and now he's putting everything back where it belongs. 6. When they suddenly stop sleeping with you, listen. Here's the one most people brush off, and it's the one that matters most to pay attention to. If your cat has slept beside you every night for months or years and suddenly stops, don't ignore it. Don't assume they're just in a mood. Don't assume they found a better spot. Cats are creatures of deep routine. When they break a pattern this significant, something has changed. Sometimes the reason is physical. Pain, illness, or discomfort can make the jump onto the bed difficult. A cat with arthritis won't tell you their joints hurt. They'll just stop coming to bed. An older cat who suddenly prefers the floor might be struggling with a leap that used to be effortless. If your senior cat stops sleeping with you, a vet visit is worth more than a guess. Sometimes the reason is environmental. A new pet, a new partner, a new sound, a change in your schedule that shifted when you go to bed. Cats build their routine around yours with extreme precision. Even a 30-minute shift in your bedtime can disrupt a pattern they've maintained for years. And sometimes the reason is emotional. If something startled them in the bedroom, if a loud argument happened in that space, if they were accidentally knocked off the bed one too many times. Cats remember. And a space that used to mean safety can become a space that means unpredictability. The key is paying attention. Your cat didn't stop coming to bed because they stopped caring about you. Something changed, and the sooner you identify what changed, the sooner you can help them feel safe enough to come back. Because that spot next to you, it was never casual to them. It was the most important place in their world. 7. They sleep with you because you're the only place where they let go completely. Here's what every single point has been building toward, and it's the thing that makes this nightly ritual the most important behavior your cat has. Your cat lives in a state of readiness. Every minute of every day, some part of their brain is scanning for threats, ears rotating, eyes tracking movement, muscles coiled just enough to spring. Even when they look relaxed on the windowsill or stretched out in a sunbeam, part of them is on, always. That's what being a small predator in a big world requires. You never fully relax, because fully relaxing is how you get caught, except once a day, at night, in your bed, next to you. When your cat falls asleep pressed against your body, they do something they don't do anywhere else. They let go. Completely. The scanning stops. The ears go soft. The muscles fully release. The breathing slows to a depth they never reach alone. For the only time in their entire day, your cat's survival system goes quiet. Not because the room is safe. Not because the house is secure. Not because nothing could possibly go wrong. Because you are there, and your presence is the one signal powerful enough to override millions of years of hardwired vigilance. Your cat doesn't sleep with you because of comfort or warmth or habit. Your cat sleeps with you because you are the only place in their entire world where they stop being afraid. The only place where every instinct that screams, "Stay alert," goes silent. The only place where they trust the world enough to disappear into sleep without guarding themselves. Every night, when your cat climbs into bed, presses against you, and closes their eyes, they are doing the bravest thing a small animal can do. They are choosing to be completely defenseless. And they're choosing to do it next to you. That warm weight against your side at 2 a.m. isn't just a cat sleeping. It's the deepest declaration of safety one living thing can make to another. You are where I stop being afraid, and I will choose you every night for as long as I live.